Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have an absolutely amazing video with an incredible guest, Fiber. For those of you who don't know who Fiber is, he placed first in the East Servers World Cup warm-up last weekend alongside his duo partner Neferix. Now, it wasn't easy getting first place, and it even took a game where Fiber was all alone from the start basically, and he picked up 20 kills all by himself and won the game, which most definitely secured first place overall in the tournament for them. In this video, we're going to be learning about Fiber. Who is he, where he comes from, and how is he so damn good? How did he get 20 kills all alone against the best of the best players in the entire world? So much to learn in this video, guys, and be sure to stay till the very end. I am going to be talking about the direction of my channel during the World Cup. It's super important, and I want to know what you guys think, and I want to hear your opinion on it. Anyways, if you enjoy my videos, be sure to support me by using my supporter creator code, the Fortnite guy. Be sure to tag me on Twitter if you do use it for a follow back. But now, guys, let me go ahead and introduce you to Fiber. Alright, guys, here we are with Fiber, the guy who placed first in the most recent Duos World Cup warm-up finals on the East servers. What's up, Fiber?
What's up, man?
I'm really glad to have you on the channel. I want to ask you so many questions. First, give us a brief description of who you are, how old you are, where you're from, stuff like that.
I'm 19 years old. I live in Austin, Texas, and I've been, gaming my whole life. And Fortnite has been my passion for the last year.
Okay, so did you jump into Fortnite knowing that you wanted to be a pro?
At first, I started playing Fortnite on PS4, and I was just playing for fun. I used to play Call of Duty competitively, and I transitioned to Fortnite as I started to get better a little bit, and I saw potential in myself playing scrims, leagues, and here we are today, and the grind just pays off.
All right, so you played on a PS4 when you started. When did you transition over to keyboard and mouse?
I transitioned from PS4 to keyboard and mouse back in January of last year, and ever since then I started taking it serious, and I saw potential in myself.
That's awesome. So we know you got first place in the finals. You also got second place in the semifinals, which is just insane consistency. Let me ask you about, like, before the World Cup warm-up tournaments. What other tournaments have you played, and what was your performance like in those?
My performance before all this, I used to play in FMPL leagues back in the day with my partner Neferix. We won the squad league 2 times, I believe, with my teammates, and we ended up winning the duos league in FMPL also to get in like the practice Discord, which is basically the pro Discord. And we started making a name for ourselves, winning pro scrims, and we've just been grinding ever since then.
That's awesome, dude. So I did mention the consistency, which is just insane. I can't even see any duos who placed in top 10 for both of the tournaments. How do you play so consistently?
My main focus and consistency is just confidence and chemistry. I've been playing with my partner for about probably ever since I started playing Fortnite, so it's been almost a year I've been playing with this guy, and I do focus on chemistry as every time we, get in a build fight or just our in-game communication is on, and honestly, chemistry beats everything. If you're on the same page with your teammate, you win 99% of the time, and that's what we're really good at.
So you mentioned your teamwork, communication, and synergy. It's all on point, no doubt about that. But there was a game in the World Cup warm-up finals where Neferix died early on, and you were all solo, and you ended up picking up 20 kills by yourself, and you even went on to win that game, which definitely put you guys in the driver's seat to take home first place on the East server. It was such an incredible performance, man. How did you do it?
I have a lot of experience from clutching up, so at that point, solo dueling, it's hard, but if you have the confidence and the way I play aggressive. I feel like the more aggressive you play, the easier it is.
So you're just like calm in those situations?
Oh, for sure. Every time I play, I never get nervous. If you get nervous, you're gonna do worse. You have to play confident.
Yeah, that's some of the biggest issues for like new players coming up. They don't know how to perform in late game. They get nervous, and it's just really hard for them to keep track of everything while you're there just blasting everybody, so focused and confident. It's insane, man.
Yeah, it's just, I guess it's a learning experience from playing scrims and playing against the top players in the world.
You really got to practice hard. So let's talk a little bit more about the future now. So that was the warm-up. We have the World Cup, the official weekend qualifiers coming up. How are you going to perform in those?
My goal is to qualify and then win the World Cup. I mean, I have a lot of confidence with my partner. I'm working on solos right now, grinding to become a really good solo player. But I have a lot of confidence in myself and my partner, and I think we can do really good and improve ourselves.
That's awesome. I like the mindset. Let me ask you this question real quick, because there's a lot of pro players and competitive players right now that are spending a lot of their time like whining, complaining, and crying on Twitter, saying the game just isn't fun, they don't want to compete. Are you in that mindset at all, or are you just focused on playing and being the best you can be?
I've never ever complained about the game on Twitter or anything. The way I see it is like I just gotta adapt at the end of the day because there's nothing we could do us as players. Because I mean, at the end of the day, Fortnite's giving us the opportunity to even be in these tournaments and qualify. So at the end of the day, I'm just grinding to get better, and I just adapt.
I'm really glad to hear that because I do feel like that type of mindset is really going to affect some other pros and competitive players. So I'm definitely happy to hear that's your mindset, and anybody listening, if you guys are competing in the World Cup, be sure to follow suit with the same mindset. You got to be happy if you want to perform good. But moving on to the next question, I do want to talk about some of the other duos and solo players competing in the World Cup. I want to hear who you think who are some of the best players in the game right now and who will qualify for the World Cup.
I think Aspect and Animal are a really good duo. I for sure think they're gonna qualify. Same with Mega and Dubs. Zay and Saf are really good. Vivid 72, they're really good. There's a lot of players out there that are for sure gonna qualify, in my opinion.
Who do you think
Uh,
is like the scariest duo in the game right now?
Scariest duo, I gotta say Aspect and Animal. They're pretty good. They're very consistent when they play.
Agreed, I think you listed a lot of good players, but you did fail to list one European player. Is there a reason behind that? Do you feel like North America is just way better than Europe and you're not really worried about those players? Or are you just kind of focused on the region you're competing in right now to qualify?
Mongrel, he's insane. I think he's the best EU player, but I think NA does have the top players.
Okay, you heard it here first, guys. Fiber thinks North America definitely has some of the better players. I feel like the North American region definitely proved that in ESL, so it's not a bad prediction. But I also believe duos like Mongrel, Mitro, and Mr. Savage M and Benji are going to be incredibly hard to go up against. But that's the beauty of all of this. We're just going to have to wait for the actual World Cup to see North America versus EU. But that is all of the questions I have for you, Fiber. I want to thank you for coming onto the channel. I really appreciate it. I know you were telling me you have a big announcement coming this weekend. You want to share the details?
I have an org announcement at the end of the week. It's gonna be pretty sick. It's a big opportunity for me, and I hope you guys, support me.
Oh, exciting. Dropping a big bomb here, guys. You heard it first. Fiber is going to be joining a professional organization this weekend. I wonder who it's going to be, but again, thank you so much, Fiber, for coming onto the channel. Guys, please go follow him on YouTube. He posts videos of his incredible play, his highlight video of how he got first place in the World Cup warm-up. That's the gameplay you're seeing on this video, so if you enjoyed that, you'll definitely want to check out his channel. You'll be able to hear his communication with his duo partner. There's a ton to learn. And you never know, you could subscribe to the future World Cup winner, Fiber. So that's the interview, guys. Again, thank you so much for coming on the channel, Fiber. You truly are an amazing player. If you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a comment down below telling me you enjoyed it and maybe who I should bring on next. As well as that, if you enjoy videos like this, be sure to subscribe with post notifications on. And of course, every like really helps support the channel, and my supporter creator code is the Fortnite guy. Be sure to tweet me out on Twitter if you do use my code. Okay guys, now I want to spend a few minutes just talking about my channel. Since the World Cup is coming up, I want to know what kind of content you guys want to see. I would love to produce a video like this every single week with a new guest from the World Cup, and maybe whoever qualifies every single week, maybe whoever has like an incredible performance, a solo game where they get 20, 30 kills. And as well as that, I just want to keep you guys up to date every single weekend on which teams are qualifying, what pro player did what, where they're placing, who's disappointing us, who is surprising us, all the good stuff. Basically just 24/7 World Cup coverage. And you already know I will be still covering all of the drama that is involved with the World Cup, but I also want to focus on just covering the good things, who's performing really well, and just being able to share my platform with some of the most incredible up-and-coming players like Fiber in order to help them grow because they deserve it. Fiber's so damn good. You guys really should check him out and go subscribe. But yeah, guys, I'm just going to be producing a lot of content about the World Cup. A predictions video is coming out soon on who I think will qualify and do really good. As well as that, I'm making a separate video video on which pro players I think will flop and actually play really bad for specific reasons. You can expect both of these videos to be coming out pretty soon within the next day or two. And now lastly, I do have an idea. I am thinking of creating a second YouTube channel that is based on bringing on really good players from the World Cup like Fiber, where we do tutorials and give out tips on how to become a better player and potentially go pro. Stuff like how to build, how to do this strategy, how to aim, how to perform in high pressure situations, how to understand late game, how to communicate, stuff like that. Basically a channel just built around talking with pro players and learning how to become better at Fortnite and following their footsteps. If you guys are interested in something like that, be sure to leave a comment down below and say make a second channel. That way I know you guys are interested in it. Be sure to comment. That's going to be it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Drop a like on it. More daily content like this, then subscribe with post notifications on. Use my supporter creator code, TheFortniteGuy, if you want to support me even further. And don't forget to tag me on Twitter for a follow back with video proof that you actually did it. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm out of here. Peace.